You guys ready to see some Jake right now? All right, let's bring him on and welcome into the Duncan Lounge. Jake, make some noise. I asked him for his walkout song. He didn't have one, so that's all good. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Oh, man. Should have seen it when I saw him backstage, and he's 6'7". It's like, oh, God. Self-esteem through the floor right now. No, I'm kidding. Actually, that's a good question how to start it off, because I've actually never interviewed you before. I know you've been around now for a year or two. Like,
sure.
Blowing up. Was everybody, when you first started blowing up, like, why aren't you playing basketball or, like, any kind of sport?
That's pretty much, yeah, like, the first thing everybody asks is, like, did you play basketball? And I'll answer it just in case you're wondering. I played in high school, and I eventually quit my basketball team to make more music. And so, yeah, but I'm 6'7", so.
So were you any good is the question at basketball?
In high school, I wasn't great, but, like, then I got, like, more in shape, like, 4 years ago, and so like yeah okay. So I'm a bit better now, but yeah, I play for fun, so okay. I guess I'll shoot for the celebrity game one day.
There you go. Less pressure too. I feel like they'll fight over you, because I mean, I don't really know too many other celebrities.
right There's not too many.
Well, we're very glad, I'm sure everybody in here is very glad you decided to go the music route.
Yeah.
Everybody
feeling
good? Everybody ready? Who in here has seen Jake before already? Ooh,
we got one.
We got one. Who in here is going tonight? Anybody already got tickets? Oh,
let's go.
Might have a surprise at the end of the show. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Well, welcome in. This is the Duncan Lounge. If you can't tell, we're very much heavily sponsored by Duncan.
Yeah,
so.
There we go.
There we go. Good to go. Rent is paid for the month. No, we're very excited. You've been so busy. This tour is going on right now. You're about halfway through, right?
Yep, halfway through the tour. This is my first North American tour.
Let's go, dude. I gotta ask too, like, so because it's your first one. Were there any like kinks in the beginning that you were just like, oh man, like this is crazy, like I need to figure this out?
Yeah, I think one of the main things is just watching out for my voice. Like I have to be very mindful, because you know when you're having fun on stage, you can kind of just let it fly and you'll lose your voice. So you got to be like kind of focused on that. But it's been fun.
Well, so I actually personally went through something. I had to get like a vocal cord surgery.
Wow.
So I've learned that.
Yeah.
Were you like as a kid growing up through training for this kind of stuff, or is this something like you just blew up and like so you didn't understand anything about taking care of that voice? Is this all new?
No, I mean whenever like I guess growing up I was taking a lot of different lessons, like drum lessons, guitar, and piano. But I never really took much voice lessons. Yeah. And so when I started off, I was producing and stuff like that. And I wasn't really focused on my voice too much. And I remember the first time I recorded anything, I was like, I thought I was going to sound like an angel. And then I was like, that was terrible. I'm never recording again. And then eventually after like 6 months of making beats and stuff, I started recording on the beats and stuff. But yeah, it definitely took a while for me to come around to, actually sing more.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I love music in general. So
all right. So you were producing beforehand, like you were doing all the background stuff.
Yeah.
So was there somebody that you saw make the leap to doing that you were like, all right, I want to be like him? Or?
Yeah, I think it was mostly just realizing like I wanted to write for other artists, and I realized that just sending them a beat might not be the best way to do it. So I was like, I'll just record something over it and see what happens.
Now you got what, 3 plaques now? You got a platinum and 2 gold?
It's crazy. Yeah, I think the other day Golden Hour just crossed 3 times platinum.
Isn't that
so
crazy?
It's insane.
Dude?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's shout out to you guys too
for thanks, y'all.
streaming to it, listening to it on the radio. I mean, like, to be honest, when you were setting out to do, did you think like accolades would come, or you like this is just gonna be a side project?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, to me it wasn't. It took me a while to really become invested in being an artist, because I didn't really think people wanted to hear my own personal spin. Like I always thought like, okay, my best chance is to like, just try to make something that another artist likes, and then maybe they'll record it. But for me, like realizing that I can make music that I love and people will like it too was kind of a new thing for me. And so I'm just kind of now getting used to that like I can drop music that I like and it seems to resonate. So,
well, I feel so lucky to have you on stage, because I have interviewed like all types of artists, like legacy artists that have been around for a while, newer artists. So, someone who's literally seen like success happen over, not saying that you didn't put in the work or anything like that, but to go from one song going viral, at that moment, like, were you just like, oh man, this is going to be so hard to replicate, or did that never get in your mind? Were you always just like, because Golden Hour then, pops off afterwards, after Upside Down?
Yeah, no, I think, it's very interesting. The time that I became an artist was everything really did shift when TikTok became a thing. And so, you know, I can kind of geek out on all this stuff, but like just thinking about how, you know, now everybody's attention is kind of on viral moments, and there's a lot more competition when you're, you know, competing with a beautiful little baby or cat video, like those things, like everybody's watching those, but they maybe don't care as much about the music. And so that's what you're competing with nowadays. It's not just music. And so, like once we realized how powerful TikTok was, we were like, okay, you know, we should probably start posting our music here and try some cool ideas to, you know, get our music out there. And so, yeah.
So I do have to ask then, because I know I feel like I watched that documentary that came out like a year ago or whatever, Vox and stuff, and there was like the water bottle that could look like there was pee in it maybe. I mean, so when you're making music, are you still on that line where you're like, all right, I got to think of something, maybe something extra on video, or is it like, no, as long as the music's good, I'll figure it out later?
Yeah, I mean, for me, when I'm creating, I make sure, you know, the music comes first. If the music isn't good, no piece of creative content is going to make people love the song. It just doesn't work that way. People know when a song is good. Like you feel it in your heart. But, you know, I think that if you have a great song and then mixed with a great content idea, like, oh, let's play the song in this place or that or whatever, like, you know, it can really reach a lot of people. And so, but it's tough to know. Sometimes like you think the song is really good and it's not that good and people don't really like it. And so, you know, you kind of win some and lose some, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, at the end of the day, my favorite thing is just to write the music and then we try it on TikTok. So.
Well, so then I want to ask you that, because you got a lot of new music that we'll talk about that's been coming out, but is there one off, whether it was the album or maybe like a remix or something that's come out that you were like, you thought it would pop off and it just didn't go anywhere, that should have had more love? Was there any on there?
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, I never really expected any of them to do so well. And so
at any point, it's amazing.
Right, exactly. So I always have a very positive outlook, just being like, hey, you know, I might love this one. It's okay if not everybody else loves it. But sometimes, you know, people, and that's how it was with Golden Hour. Actually, I said on record when I first dropped it, I was like, this is my favorite song I've ever released, and nothing had happened at all. It would have had like probably 2,000 streams, and I was like, this is my favorite. And, you know, then went on to be my biggest song. And so you never really know what's going to happen, but, you know, those moments are always really awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, then, so let's talk about obviously features now, collaborations that you've been doing. I mean, you had Angel Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
Big. And it's crazy, too, because like usually when you see a lineup of like that many artists on it, usually the song's like 5 minutes.
Right.
You guys crammed it in. You got it under 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it was perfect. But for the process for like that, were you in person with these guys? Was it like, hey, like send it in? Because I feel like that's a lot of artists to be working with.
Yeah, no, it's definitely quite the interesting project when you have that many people on it. You're like, okay, we're trying to switch things around, fit people into gaps and stuff like that. But it was cool because I got to go in there and work with the producers a bit and, you know, try to help with different structures, adjust the piano a bit. But that song specifically was really like the hook itself was pitched to me. Like I didn't write the hook, but I was like, this is my favorite pitch record I've ever heard. Cause usually I just turn down like everything. I'm like, nah, I write my own music, you know, it's cool. But this one was just so good. I was like, I would love to sing it. So
did somebody big write it, or was it just a writer that we might not have heard of?
Yeah, it was actually, I believe, Muni Long, who's actually on the track. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, she killed it. Yeah, it's amazing.
And then so for your part, like the other people that were on it, obviously like Jimmy was in there and all that kind of stuff. Did they write their part, or was it like all help from everybody?
Yeah, no, everybody kind of like adjusted what was there from the start, but we all kind of put our own spin on it. But yeah, Muni Long did that hook, and it was really great. Yeah.
And now you got another one out, Strings just dropped.
Yes.
Bazzi, Max.
Yep.
I like. Do you choose when you're choosing your projects? Like how much goes into it? Is it really just like, I like you guys, let's do it, or do you have to like the flavor of it? Like how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, so that one similar situation where Max had sent me his idea, and I was like, this song is really dope. I feel like it fits both of our styles. And then later on, we heard that Bazzi might be putting a verse on it, and I've always been a big Bazzi fan. So it was really dope, and. The song just dropped, and it's been doing great. So I love the song. It's
Have
awesome.
you started a challenge yet for it on TikTok or not yet?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
I'm waiting on
I will for sure.
So obviously working with these artists, right? Obviously Muni Long and all them, Kodak Black and all them. Have you like learned anything? Like, do you see anything you're like, I want to like, where you literally change your process because you've seen it, or maybe something like that?
Yeah, I think the places that I draw the most inspiration are just hearing, you know, kind of like underground songs that are starting to rise up. I feel one of the things I love most is like finding a song that like nobody's really heard yet, and like then it goes on to be pretty big.
Yeah.
Like I have a pretty good ear for that stuff, and so that's like one of my favorite things. And I think, you know, it does inspire me a lot just to create and finding people who, you know, deserve more recognition. And so that's what gets me excited to make music.
So then, all right. So does that come, because I know obviously your mom has been part of your videos and stuff like that. Does that, like, are you guys just a musical family? Like, where do you, the stability you have?
Yeah, no, actually my mom is a piano teacher and a music teacher at elementary schools. And she was my first piano teacher. And then
does she get royalties on everything that you're
right. I mean, she's my mom, so she deserves it all. But yeah, my dad also sings and plays a little bit of piano and guitar. And yeah, pretty much it's really, really cringy, and I cringe out thinking about it. But like pretty much my whole family likes to sing, and then like the grandmothers are like, okay, we're all gonna sing this song together, and it's like it's the worst. But yeah, I do come from a very musical family, and yeah, it's always cool though.
Do they like to like give their opinion when you're cooking up something? Are they like, hey, I don't like this, hey, this is really good?
Yeah, it's I think the person who does that the most is my brother. He's my main collaborator.
Let's go.
And yeah, he keeps it real with me. I mean, he's my big brother, so he'll put me in my place when I need to. So
if we can, is there a one song that he got so right and one song that he got so wrong that you can say?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that my song, This Is What Heartbreak Feels Like, he told me the other day, he was like, yeah, at first I didn't really like the song, but now he really likes it. And then yeah, I think the other day there's a song we were working on, and like he had this adjustment and I was like really against it. And then like now, like I'm only telling you guys, but like he's so right.
You're like, all right, you had a point. You had a point.
Yeah, but you can't give the big brother too much credit, you know?
Right. Do you find that, because I love asking artists that do work with somebody that's like literally blood related. Do you find it weird knowing that, I mean, obviously anybody can like leave, but like do you find it like tougher or easier, the fact that like this is your family, so does it get awkward like that? Or
yeah, no, I mean, I think it's the most raw like creative process, because I'm not really scared of, you know, offending him much. He's not scared of offending me, and so it can get pretty like tense here and there just in the studio. It's like, oh, I really think it should be this way. And, you know, we're very passionate about music, and so that can show. But at the end of the day, you know, we're still brothers, and, you know, it's never gotten between us ever. So it's awesome.
I love that. Well, let's get back to the tour, because I know we're in it right now. You've been doing it. You just got done with Texas, right?
Yeah.
Are you feeling, since this is your first North America tour, are you feeling like the crowd is building in intensity? Has it been straight 10 from the beginning?
Yeah, no, it's been crazy. I mean, every city, like every crowd has like slightly different vibe, but all of the vibes have been amazing. And yeah, like getting to see the world and just see all throughout the US, like, you know, I've only been to some of the hot spots and stuff like that, but just looking out as we're driving around, like is so cool. Got to like see the mountains. I hadn't seen stuff like that before, so it was awesome.
Yeah. Do you have like a dream? And I'm talking like, I mean, I guess it can be in the US, but do you have like a dream, like, if I could do that venue somewhere like majestic? Is there one on your mind?
Yeah, I've heard and seen pictures of Red Rocks. That's the dream one day. Yeah, I want to perform there. That's
hey, my sister lives in Denver, so we can all go. You know,
yeah, let's do it.
That's beautiful. I love it. Well, okay, so we got half the tour left. Are you changing anything up, or you're pretty locked in solid with what's been going on? You like how it's been going, set list, everything like that?
No, we've been having some guest appearances here and there throughout the tour, just to surprise the crowd a bit, but it's been a lot of fun. Like, yeah, it's like we had been working on just the whole set list for a while. It's got a pretty creative element to it, just how the songs go into each other, kind of a storyline and stuff like that. So it's really cool, but yeah, it's been fun.
Have you now, because you're at the Tabernacle tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Have you been there before?
I haven't. No.
Have any of you guys been in Tabernacle? Okay,
Sick.
So it is the vibes immaculate, I would say, right? For sure. Amazing. So it's basically like the stage, and like then there's the crowd. It's like right there. Okay. Are you a stage dive kind of guy or no?
I did once.
You did? All 6-7 of you jumped off the stage?
I did.
Is there a video?
Yeah, we're gonna release a video soon, but it was in Utah, Salt Lake City, and the crowd was just so electric. I was like,
felt it.
If I'm ever gonna do it, I just got to do it right now.
Wait, what song was playing when you were doing it?
I believe it was Upside Down.
Yeah.
So I was probably upside down when I fell out of the crowd, but it was great.
So it wasn't even playing. Like, it was just like, dude, this is it. Let's go.
You know, we were talking about it before. We're like, this crowd is just on something different, and if we're ever gonna do it, like, let's get a video of it. Let's see how it goes. And so,
was it successful? Was it?
Yeah, it went well.
Oh,
I mean, eventually, like, they let me down, probably because I'm like 210 pounds, but
yeah, that's a bit much.
yeah. So it's a lot of fun, but yeah, maybe I'll do it again.
Well,
soon.
you'll see tonight. Tabernacle. Because it was last one I was there was like Paramore, right? I was ready to just jump on Haley Williams right from that side. You're like you're right. It's right there. People are like right over you.
Okay, sick.
But it's great. Didn't it used to be like it was like an old church?
Okay.
There's a huge organ in there in the
sick.
back.
Okay.
So if you get some time, like walk around that back.
I definitely will.
Love it because it is so awesome. And anything in Atlanta? You got time to like go around? Have you been hanging around Atlanta? Or?
Yeah, no, I will have a bit extra time today before the show. But yeah, I remember I came here actually. I was just remembering we drove by it. I went to my first Top Golf here.
Oh, you saw
really
ours,
cool.
right?
Yeah. That was the first one I'd ever been to. But it's funny because it was when I was 16 years old. I had my first label meeting in Atlanta, and just brought back some cool memories of being on the grind and not really knowing what was going on, but just trying my best. And now back here performing tonight is really cool.
Yeah. Well, dude, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah,
we
thanks
really
for
appreciate
having me.
it. You guys want to grab some pictures with Jake out here?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. And we do have a surprise, too, for you guys. If you don't have tickets tonight, we are hooking you up with tickets to go see Jake at the Tabernacle as well, all right?
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Woo,
all
woo,
right,
woo.
so we're going to let him get set up, and then we'll just line them all up. So
all right.
you can just set the microphone down.
Cool.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.